people, they are so happy, thinking like Julius Malema, he's going to jail. Now I'm saying like, dog. Now I'm saying like he's not going to jail because of I saw like South Africans say like it will never happen. They say it will never happen. I saw like South Africans say like it will never happen. So as you can see, Julius Malema scared the question mark. So there's a reactor here. He's scared pre-sentencing. Let's hear him. They're going to go through everything to find out he's scared or what's happening.
Yeah, for me personally and politically, there this and that. The outcome of East London didn't bother me. Sometimes I even forget about it.
Oh my God, you just forget about it? Is it like sometimes I just forget that they found me guilty? Just much, you didn't take it that serious. So like now sometimes like I just like forget about it to say like, they found me guilty. Just imagine, you don't take it serious because of he knows like he's not going there. You know, it's all about confidence and so like I'm not going there. So like for me like and that thing doesn't bother me that much. So like it didn't bother me that much to think about it, to say like I'll be arrested and what. So like it didn't bother me. Didn't bother me because of the members of EFF. They are standing, so like Julius Malema is going nowhere. Julius Malema is going. He will never be arrested. I know like people, they are celebrating, say like, oh, at least like now no person is going to speak up for black people. Yeah, people they're enjoying, say like, no, there's no person who's going to speak up for black people. Say like, oh, things is going to prison. No one is going to speak up for black people.
Only to remember it when someone asks me about it, because it has never been an issue for me. Reason being that the law was not used to arrive at the decision of the court. It was an emotional decision.
Facts. Well, it's emotional decisions. So like I don't like this guy. He's busy waking up black people. Black people like now they speak the way they want with us. They forget during apartheid what we're doing to them. Like today they speak the way they want to us. Right? So like the only thing that when someone reminds me, say like, oh, we are going to be arrested you. That's that thing that comes to his mind. Oh, when I found guilty. And I'm going to appeal it because of like I feel like they didn't put, I don't know, they didn't put too much work for that. You understand? So it's like I don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that one.
Also, a political punishment, not for what I was tried for, maybe for the views I've expressed somewhere, somehow. And she has always had problems with those. And she said, yes, an opportunity to fight those battles that I've always wanted to fight.
Facts. They try all they can, man. All Malema in his career. Because of Malema wants equality, want black people to own their own land, want equality. They all their whole life they've been trying to put Julius Malema down. All their life they've been doing with all they have, including Trump, including Donald Trump. So like we want to see this guy down because he's busy speaking for black people. Yeah? Yes. So like we've been like all the rest of their life, they've been wanting to put Julius Malema down. We all know that. Why you act like don't know? People, they're going to come and act like they don't know. All they wanted to see Julius Malema down. But it's clear like now he stand by himself, so like I will never allow that to happen. This is a beautiful thing I love about him. So like he make decisions because of the emotions. You know, when we're emotions, we're just making decisions.
With him about, but when you go on appeal, there are no emotions there. Her judgment has to speak the law, and in the absence of the law, it will not stand the test of time. So you will know, Mzilikazi, that when you are charged with a firearm and you are found guilty of having used this firearm to commit crime, that firearm is seized to the state once you are found guilty. The firearm in question has been released.
Don't worry. We are here. We are listening. The people, they are listening. Your people, they are listening. Because I saw like in Facebook, in Facebook, in Facebook, I saw someone created, so like, don't forget 23. Go to stand with our brother Julius Malema. Look, what will be without Julius Malema? But if you can think about it, what we're going to be without Julius Malema? Let's come and talk about it. They're going to play in our head the way they do. They're going to do those things they're doing to us. But when we have Julius Malema, I'm telling you, everything is going to be in order.
That I'm told I've fired has been released to the owner. So if it has committed crime, why is it released to the owner? Because the state must take it. And what was funny about it again is that a day before she passed judgment, the prosecutor called the lawyer of accused number 2 that tomorrow you must come and fetch your firearm before the judgment was made. How did he know that the judgment is going to favor accused number 2?
So like this Shika it is wow. But like the good thing about this Julius Malema, we have people who are staying with you. We have as you can see, the EFF members to say like Julius Malema is going nowhere, it's going to be with us. This Julius Malema, he said, I'm not going to prison. And let's give this young lady a chance to speak.
So, okay, guys, Julius Malema is arrested for the firearm that took place in 2018. So, guys, my question is my question is that if it was that illegal for the firearms, but why they are going to take it seriously in Malem? Because our Christian.
In fact, she said like Malema is our Steve Biko. So what they're trying to do will never succeed. What trying to do Afri Forum with their friends there, human Trump? They're not going to do. You know, Trump has power. Trump was busy. I don't know what happened with the other president there. Trump was busy in charge there. He cannot do in stuff free. They cannot do stuff also like try to why don't arrest Julius Malema? He did say that. Why don't arrest Julius Malema? You can't see this guy's a problem. Is it like that? Why don't arrest this guy?
So I'm going to be sentenced for firing a firearm which is not in the custody of the state. Because when you sentence me, the state should be in a position of the weapon that was used to commit crime.
Facts. They teach you laws. They teach you laws. I mean, they failed this time. Steve Biko and Chris Hani, we lost them based on these people who think they have power.
That has been released to the owner. So there are two visions in a criminal case. There was that firearm which they brought and said, this is the firearm I fired. They are now removing it and gave it to the owner, so it's gone. The only firearm that is left before the court is the one I gave them, which was a toy gun, and I'm going to be sentenced on that toy gun.
What I'm dying. What I'm dying. They want to sentence him for toy gun, just imagine. I said the only thing I give them is a toy gun. That's what I give them. It's like, take this toy gun because I'm saying I didn't fire. So like,
also now it brings me to, although I wanted to discuss this further, it brings me to, you have always said that this case was not a criminal case. Now we see your co-accused, your bodyguard, Adren Snyman, being left off the hook with all the charges. But what do you make of that?
It confirms exactly what I've been saying. It's not a criminal trial. It's a position to prove a point you have always wanted to prove. That one day, if he falls into my hands, I'll teach him a lesson.
Facts. Facts, Malemas. Facts, Malemas.
That's what I'm saying. Adrian, according to the charges, he handed over the firearm to me. Now you come and say, Adrian did not hand over the firearm to him. Who did that? Which firearm did he shoot? Because once you remove Adrian and you remove the firearm, then we have to now look at the firearm he fired. He says, the version that remains is his. He says he fired a toy gun and he gave it to you. Purely a racist, emotional judgment inspired.
They were waiting for that moment to say, like, when now you are busy making sure black people are waking up, we are going to arrest you. We are going, but like, there's a beautiful thing about this thing that take time for it to translate. So this 26. It's giving me a time. Let's listen to Julius Malema because of that thing is giving me a time.
Inspired by AfriForum. And that's why AfriForum, immediately after that judgment, went around every Afrikaner asking for money, that please give us money because it will help us to nail Malema. So it's a political...
But the beautiful thing, like, we are watching. This is a beautiful thing. We are watching. Right? And we are watching and we are going to fight for you, Julius Malema. You fought so we all know, guys, Julius Malema fought for us, fought for black people, fought for equality, fought for you the right of speaking, because of black people, they were just in the space where, like, they're not allowed to address themselves, right? So the thing of like we need to stand up for him because of he's been standing up for us. But those who don't understand, it's okay. For us, we'll stand with him, and we are going to make sure he's not arrested.
Issue altogether, and hence I'm saying, let's go to the High Court. I mean, she struggled on her own to pass judgment. It took 3 days. On the second day, she was almost like fainting It was our lawyers out of Ubuntu who said, can we please take break? Because she was extremely struggling. And that's what happens when you don't use the law and you use emotions and want to use emotions to justify the law. You're going to struggle. There's no way. All of that is a culmination of hatred. And it doesn't matter how I feel about you. I must always answer the question, what does the law say?
So you're saying...
One moment.
Yes, what does the law say? You know, like this thing, it hurts me so much. The matter of long time ago to the matter of people who've been killing our innocent soul during apartheid, who still benefited from the land that's been stolen, enjoying our world today. They never went to jail. They never get the punishment. They done wrong things for us. And then as Black people, we must just forget about it, just like that. Us, we must be just forget about it. Because maybe we are loving people or maybe we are caring people. I don't know. So us must just like, no, leave it, things will be fine. But they leave a damage to Black child. That is why like today, man, we are struggling because of their forefathers' actions. So like us must be able to accept what they have done to us. And then they're going to bring things that happened long time ago. Yes, it happened, it's broke the law. There must be a penalty. Same to those one who robbed the law long time ago, they must face consequences. Everyone must face consequences of their actions.
You had mentioned as well, President, that she had not written at the judgment and given it to the legal counsels yet, that the legal counsels are still following it on YouTube. Is that still the case?
Yes, there's no written judgment. They're
supposed to have been given within 7 days?
Yes. We look at YouTube. So remember, we now hired a social worker who interviewed me and interviewed everybody around me and looked at my circumstances, went home to check the wife and the kids and everybody. And now she must listen what the judgment says, must read what the judgment says, so that she's able to provide clarity in her input. For her to do that, she has to listen on YouTube.
Not the judgment.
The judgment has not been written. The judgment has not been delivered.
Okay. We are listening. We are listening, madam. We are listening, and we are listening very, very careful.
So, because if you write it down, you're going to have to now reason the law, and then in the absence of the law, it's going to become difficult for you to give that kind of a judgment. So she's in a serious predicament, and it is of her own making, and she will find a way. We out of it. We are not so much worried about it. Our social worker, she's almost at the tail end of the report. She has given us the first draft. Today at 6, we're having a consultation based on that draft, and then from there, it will be ready for the 23rd.
So you're saying she was trying to teach you a lesson. Did you learn anything from it?
I can't learn a lesson from hatred.
Facts. Facts.
I can't learn a lesson from people who are fighting political battles, masquerading as the judges or magistrates, using our laws to fight political battles. I can't learn from such people.
Like, it's the thing of like, now we need to, I don't know, but the thing of like, we need to stand together, right? And because this way you say like, I'm not going to court, is going to appeal.
Found guilty, not because.
This other statement, discharging arm, is a firearm public criminal offense. Section 120, I don't know what this firearm control section. This will be graduate to understand your offense properly. She got due from the police, she think that even the police, or later police were talking about the president of Labour, talking about the Labour Commission. Why you? Malema is extremely smart, like you don't know, this guy is smart. So it's a thing of like now, they can do all they want to do, right? But they will never, you understand?
I committed crime because she's punishing me for my political views and using a non-existing criminal matter which is not there. Let me school you a little bit without fighting so that when you are at holidays, like Senzo Mutunu, you reflect on this thing, but don't announce any dissolution of PKTT. We applied for 174, me and Adrian.
So like this is very important to, because of like the thing of like just imagine when Julius Malema is arrested. I just want people into the shoes. To say like, just imagine when Julius Malema they say like he's arrested, what will happen? We can talk about it, but I'm saying like, just imagine what will happen. You understand? Because of people, they give reason because of they don't like Julius Malema is fighting for black people, those kind of issues. Because of that, now they must show him that he has power. They have power. They do have power. They own 70% of their land. They own everything stuff free. But doesn't mean going to silence. Doesn't mean that.
(174) to be discharged after the state closed its case. We say the state has not built a case against us. Therefore, discharge us. She refuses to discharge us and says, when you refuse to give 174, you mean there is a case you must answer. Fair enough. We say, okay, that's fine. I will take the stand and answer my case, which I did. Adrian refuses to answer the question. He says, no, I'm not going to take a stand. In fact,
there's a problem with Wi-Fi. I'll need to come back, and this is the most important part we need to focus on. And then because as we are standing and we are so stressed, like how can Julius Malema go to jail? Let me put this the most. You know, like he's not going to jail. We all know that, right? Let's give him a chance to speak. No, we are on this one. Calling Judge Ahmed in a public space. I'm not a fan of political view, but there is a correct term, so Law Criminal Procedure Act. He will win this case. He's not above the law. Nobody is. Like Ramaphosa, he's not denying the crime. He's arguing outcome. Wear the gun next to him. Hey, when you fight a gun in public, no one will arrest Julius Malema in this gun. Can you see something new to us? Please, someone with knowledge of law, come forward and clarify this matter. Wake up, the law states you are not allowed to shoot gun in public space. Like, which gun? The question is like, which gun we are talking about? Which guy? Let's give me time to speak.
The ballistic expert will answer the case on my behalf. In fact, the gun law expert will answer the case on my behalf. In the judgment, you say that ballistic expert of Adrian did not answer the question. He was the most useless person, which means Adrian did not answer the question even through the ballistic person. Then you say, shame, the gun law expert is such a good gentleman. And yes, he contributed in the formulation of the gun law. And I can take it that far. Other than that, it's not being useful to me.
I hear you. I hear him very well. But like, it's the thing that they waited for him to do a mistake. You know, like when someone is waited for you to do that mistake that can destroy your life, or the mistake that they can perfectly act. They're waiting for you to make that mistake so they can perfectly act and answer like you are going. You are going, so you must be careful.
Which means you are dismissing that person who was answering on behalf of the Adrian. The question you said.
Mm. Mm. Presenting try. I'm asking myself, how do you get that? No, I'm searching for that. What is that? I mean, they can do things they want to do, man. But we know, like, man, there's no proof that President Malema started a farm when they did not find the alleged firearms position. They use corruption views to get guilty. It's not. It's nice to talk for the media judge, knowing that judge won't respond to you. Please leave making noise and appeal the case, which legal will change judgment through the higher court. One day they will pay for all of this, Leah. They will never bring you down. Definitely, they will never bring you down. They will never. Just imagine, I'm busy searching. So, guys, I'm busy. Hey, whoa, through YouTube. Hey, mm, mm. But don't worry, we we are here, man. We are here, and we are going to support Julius Malema. This is our leader. Mm. 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 I, it's not mm. Mm. And you are right. He's definitely right.
Nicki Minaj. Way to jump.
Mm. Definitely. Because of what if you release the gun, you say like this guy is the one who passed the gun. That means you are releasing the gun. You need to understand politics. You need to understand politics. This is a democratic country after all. Wrong is wrong. The law is not protection in this country. Angry babies guilty but angry, immature but angry. Don't fire. This is true, unfortunately. Our courts are conflicted. People who know, people have experience. Teach a gun license holder gives someone without a gun license. The state failed to prove beyond reasonable. Remember, says he's not lawyer, but a lawmaker. Sound like winner board, can't afford to lose this. Hmm, hmm. So, like in South Africa, man, people who have money always, they always like Just imagine. Hmm. I I think like
There's some personal thing.
this thing like it doesn't make sense, you know.
I can tell you want to do.
The thing like that, what he's saying, I totally agree with him. Like it's a thing they waited for him to
If you could have any
to make a mistake, right? They waited for him to make a mistake. They were waiting for him to make a mistake so they can able to attack our next president, Julius Malema. This is what they've been waiting for, so that they can able to make attack Julius Malema, able to attack Julius Malema, but they failed to do so. Right? They failed to do so. So it's a thing of like, man, we need to understand like what is happening in this country. So it's a thing of like, man, we are just saying like we're waiting to see it happen. And as you can see the comments saying like, I wish can be a VUCA just like Julius Malema. This smart individual who can come to speeches, justify wrongless, genius. This one says, I'm proud of you because you didn't avoid Viva President, Viva. So you can see like how people they how people like they are prepared. There's nothing there. Guys, relax. This is a big boss. You know what he's talking about. You don't go wrong with Malema. Don't try him, especially when it comes to law of South Africa. He understands these laws. You never, you never do nothing to Julius Malema. And then he said, like, mistake they keep making is not just acknowledging that they are dealing with a very smart, intelligent justice system is so corrupt. How do you convict and provide a written judgment? You understand? What I like about him, he can stand for the truth. Now let me tell you, Malema is very smart and you are the best. Malema, you will never go to jail. These are the people say like, Malema will never go to jail. Whether you like it, you're watching this video, whether you're so depressed and whether you want to see Malema gone. Based on what people say, they say like this person, the way how it's smart is, jail is not where she going. You understand? Jail is not where he's going. Then let's give him a chance to speak because I was busy reading these things. You arrested for toy gun. Even me, I have toy guys, but maybe they arrested me for that boy. He just believes that he's above the law. He's the part of connected economy. So we're living that economy. We're living the economy. People in a high position, they believe they can do as they please. This economy we're living in, where people in high profile, they believe that they can do as they please. It's not him alone. We have a lot of them. Mm. Mm. The gun is released as we speak. Sorry, we are here. Mm, mm, mm. So like you can see like yeah, it says, Lord, please protect this man. Let the word is rightful come forth like it says. You are so smart. Like it or not, hate him or not, whatever. Malema is a genius. You know, they see people that Malema, people that are following Malema leadership, they see how Malema moves. They see and future on this guy. They see future on this guy. Only small-minded who want to see Julius Malema be arrested are the ones who attack Julius Malema. But based on how he reason, based on things that he's saying, like now, man, I'm telling you, let's go. Why is he refused to play? Hmm. He's still around, dog. And people, we are ready, like now, say like Malema is going nowhere. We are ready with our things, man. Preparing for 23 January. Preparing for 23 January to say like, man, our president is going nowhere. Hmm? We say like our president is going nowhere. We are here, we are prepared. Let's finish this one and say what he's saying here. Mm, 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 mm. So they thought like, man, they can just do that, just madam. It will never work like that. It will never work like that. It will never work like that. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. So like you understand, I don't want you when I don't want you like on 23 when you don't see Malema in prison. You will see like corruption and what. Like because I hope like you're all listening, you're all watching. I don't want when things are not going well, say like hi South Africa, hi this. You understand? I don't want that. And I hope you're all um um enjoy this. You understand? I hope you all enjoy this.